today we are going to discuss about the difference between glass slab and glass prism. So geometrically the difference between glass slab and glass prism. First of all, okay. Now regarding glass slab, there is nothing but rectangular glass slab. And in case of rectangle, all of you know opposite faces are parallel. So we can say that in glass slab, reflecting surfaces are parallel to each other. Okay, reflecting surfaces are parallel to each other. But in case of glass prism, the reflecting surfaces are inclined at some angle. Inclined at some angle. This is the angle. I have represented it as theta. Okay, this is actually theta in trigonometry. This is called theta. So here theta means angle of prism. Now here you see, that is our previous knowledge that light when passed from rarer to denser bends towards the normal and denser to rarer bends away from the normal. Taking this concept, you see PQ is the incident ray and entering into the denser medium bends towards the normal. So QR is the reflected ray and RY is the what? Emergent ray. Okay. Now you see, if you increase the line that PQ, that is incident ray, towards X, so what will you get? That emergent ray slightly displaced from the what? Incident ray. This emergent ray slightly displaced from the what? Incident ray. And this displacement is called lateral shift or lateral displacement. In shortcut, you can say that displacement between emergent ray and the incident ray when light entering into glass slab, and that is what lateral shift depends on. Question may come, what are the factors lateral shift depends? Lateral shift depends directly thickness of the glass slab. If the thickness is more, so that is the displacement will be more. And angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. This is angle of incidence. This is angle of incidence. If the angle of incidence is more, so displacement will be also more. And inversely proportional to the what? Wavelength of light. Now in this case, here also same thing. Now you see here PQ is the incident ray. PQ is the incident ray and MN is the normal. M dash is also normal. Here also MN normal, M dash normal. Now here you see PQ is the incident ray and QR is the what? Reflected ray and RY is the emergent ray. Okay. Now you see when you increase the emergent ray and incident ray, so see this one. If you increase the incident ray, if you increase the emergent ray, these two rays intersect at point D. Emergent ray and incident ray intersecting at point D and making an angle, that is XDY. XDY is called angle of deviation. That is, in case of glass prism, emergent ray and incident ray making angle of deviation, but in case of glass slab, emergent ray and incident ray making what? Lateral displacement. This is the most important thing. Why lateral displacement? Because reflecting surfaces are what? Parallel to each other. Here reflecting surface what? Inclined at some angle. Now you see, again same question. Angle of deviation depends on, that is angle of incidence. Same thing here also, angle of incidence. Material of the prism, that is density of the medium. Wavelength of the light used, here also inversely proportional. And angle of the prism, that is theta. Okay, once again the conclusion is that in glass slab, opposite faces are parallel, lateral displacement takes place between the emergent ray and the incident ray, and in case of glass prism, reflecting surfaces are what? Inclined at some angle, and angle of deviation formed between emergent ray and incident ray. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.